Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome back to the Age of Wonders 3 campaign, The Commonwealth. In our last episode, we finished off the first scenario of the campaign, and things went pretty well for us. We were able to max out the experience gain for our heroes. We also did gain a couple of items, nothing, earth-shattering, but we did get a mount for Edward as well as a shield, a couple of additional ranged attack items, and then we also gained a repair machine upgrade for Laryssa, as well as some headgear for her too. So all in all, pretty happy with how that went. And we're going to jump right into the next scenario. So here we go.
I have restored peace to Briska and subdued the cult of the Frozen Beauty. The capital buzzes with excitement. I have received a note from the Academy, a writ of authority brought by formal diplomatic envoy, signed by Emperor Leonis himself. Briska is now mine to govern, and I am authorized to act on my own accord within the Commonwealth. This is a grand day. It proves I am trusted to safeguard the interests of the Empire. As expected, I found evidence of the Elven Court's meddling in Briska. A high elf sorcerer named Werlak seeks the same secrets we do. Somehow, he passes through our empire as though it were his native land. We must stop the Elven Court from stealing this technology before we can use it to our advantage. But tonight, I won't dwell upon such miscreants. Tonight, we celebrate. My mission to Briska was but a precursor for the true task. I have placed myself at Laryssa's disposal. Her brilliant research will change the Empire, most especially the Dreadnought discipline. I build machines that require engines powered by combustible fuel, feeding hissing boilers to generate the steam required to turn gears and push lever arms. Now, imagine a compact power cell that fits in my palm, capable of propelling our greatest vehicles. We uncovered the location to a hidden lair believed to hold a legendary artifact used in sorcery. We believe we can use this artifact to create a stable power source from mana crystals. Prior attempts to build mana-powered devices have been disastrous failures. Mana is too unstable to channel without constant supervision. If we can find it, this technology will enable common men with machines to direct powers once only available to the ancient wizards. What an amazing age to live in when I think of all this potential. Compact power will unlock a whole new set of inventions. This discovery will remake the Commonwealth and guarantee our nation's stability for thousands of years. It must be safeguarded for the good of the whole. While peace is re-established in Briska province, word reaches me that the Council of Origins was disrupted by the death of the Elven representative. The volatile High Elves have blamed the Commonwealth and ransacked the entire region, leveling cities and killing the leader of the Council. War has begun. We must hurry and secure the power source in Nirvenkiln.
All right, I quite like this setup that it's sort of like we are pursuing a technology that could be a real game changer. And we're going to be, it looks like, playing as Laryssa Mirabilis, human sorcerer. I'm quite excited to play as a sorcerer. It's a class I do quite like. And again, this is Scenario 2, Haunted Nirvenkiln. And let's see, we're going to do the hardest difficulty possible, which is hard. We're going to have classic turns enabled. And that's going to be our setup, so let's proceed.
I accompany Laryssa to the blighted lands of Nirvenkiln. It's not the sort of land one takes a lady. This cursed wasteland has been haunted for as long as history records. All attempts to revitalize it have failed. Thanks to our discovery in Briska, we now know the reason the earth here stays toxic. A long-dead Stormlord, Mirabilis, placed her secret lair within the heart of Nirvenkiln. Legend states she could trap power in mana crystals indefinitely, thus perpetuating the blight long past her death. Laryssa's research indicates Mirabilis created an artifact to do this. If she can study its workings, Laryssa hopes to extrapolate the arcane patterns to create mana fuel cells. My orders are to 1. Protect and aid Laryssa. 2. Enter Mirabilis' hidden lair. 3. Discover the secret that powers Melenis' lair in her absence, while avoiding the rumored ancient magical traps and guardians. 4. Return to the Dwarven City Henge Vault with the knowledge to create the first mana fuel cells. As we entered the noxious lands of Nirvenkiln, a hooded stranger wandered into our company. He called Laryssa and me by name and spoke. Behold Nirvenkiln, a blighted land, a festering warning. Only enemies of the living haunt this place. Tamper not with powers you don't understand. I asked the old wanderer by what right he thought to stand against a sacred order from the Emperor of the Commonwealth. He laughed at the mention of the Emperor, then his face darkened. He said, I have wielded every power of creation. Staring into the face of all-consuming hunger, I destroyed worlds to preserve yours. Laryssa looked concerned, so I asked again, Who are you, old man? He bowed his head, pulling up his hood so his face disappeared in shadow. He sounded tired as he said, Yes, I forget. That's what I am, just an old man with a warning. We left the madman by the side of the road. The foul air of Nirvenkiln had driven him to insanity.
So it looks like Merlin, I'm assuming that's who that is, was giving a warning. Okay, here we are, Laryssa Mirabilis, as I said, human sorcerer. Your rise to power begins. Warlack's troops. You there, stop. There is nothing in this cursed land but blight. You would be wise to turn back. I don't know what elves are doing so close to Commonwealth territory, but we will not allow it. Okay, so these belong to, it looks like, Warlack, High Elf Sorcerer, who we are currently in a neutral setup with, but never mind. Diplomatic state is war. So we are going to fight them, of course. Okay, so yeah, we've declared war on Warlack. There it is. All right, Edward must survive. Retrieve Melenis' power source. And then we've met Warlack. And because we're playing as Laryssa, Edward now is the one that has to live. So let's take a look at our setup here. What are our... Okay, we're an Adept of Air and an Adept and Master of Water. Okay, that's going to probably be pretty useful for us, I think. So we will exit the diplomacy window. We're starting off, and it looks like we are on the eastern portion of the map. And then over here, we've got Hengevolt, which is where we need to get to, and that's run by Gustav Gorsmog, who we are currently in an alliance with. And who's this? Let's see, that is Drugel the Stout, who we are also in an alliance with. So basically, I'm assuming we just have to get over here. Let me check those mission objectives again. Retrieve Melenis' power source, and then bring it to Hengevolt. We have to find her lair. Melenis lived in the underground, so we need to find the cave entrance that leads to her lair. Okay, so we're definitely going to be wanting to look underground. We don't see anything underground currently, but yeah, this is a neat setup. I quite like the where the story is headed at this point. And it's interesting because we've played through the Elven Court. We sort of know in parallel what's happening at the same time, right? Obviously, Sundrin's brother was killed. The negotiations fell apart. So, all right, here's Edward. Let's do our level ups because we should have all that experience from last time. We do. So this time, I'm less worried about emergency repair because I don't anticipate us having... We're going to grab Guardian Flame. We're not going to have a lot of machines given that we don't have the capability to produce them since we're a sorcerer. So we're going to take Guardian Flame for the healing boost. And then I think, tunneling might be useful, but we'll wait on that one. I think what we'll do is we'll just do our standard kind of squad boosts. So let's do Wizard Hunters. And we'll also do probably Forge Aprons, I'm thinking. There we go. Okay. And then we'll jump over to Laryssa and do her level ups as well. Now, we don't have to worry about spells because those are going to come via our research and whatnot. So let's do Magic Affinity. I don't know at this point if we're going to be fighting a Draconian, so we know we're fighting Warlack, so I don't think this will be as useful. We'll do Charged Army for the extra shock damage. That's always quite good. And then let's do Spirit Shield for the Spirit Protection. I think that's going to do it, so we'll wait with that. So we've got a Human Apprentice. Starts with Dispel Magic, Steal Enchantment, and Magical Being. That's going to be really useful if we can get some summoned units. A couple of archers. We do have a cavalry unit with Edward who can evolve into a knight if we get enough experience. So we don't have a lot of units to start with, but we will make do with what we have here. So let's step up and we'll attack this watchtower. See what we've got for spells. Transform to Water Node. We've got Dread Omen. And then we've got Cleanse the Source. We do have Vengeful Frost, which is a damage-dealing ability. And we start with Chain Lightning, which is quite powerful. So, not bad there. It's too bad we don't have any units to summon, though, right off the bat. But that will just have to wait, I guess. Okay, so let's start with this quick little battle. Just a couple of initiates here. So again, we are now able to feed more experience to our heroes, so that's going to be our priority. So on that note, let's step up with the Apprentice, do a bit of damage here. Very good. And then we can get the kill with a charge. Very good. Okay, now we want to just soften these ones up a little bit. Then Laryssa can charge in and flank them for the kill there. So a little bit of experience for our heroes, which is always good. And that gives us a bit more vision range here. So I do see a sign over here. Do not enter. Dangerous. This might be the cave entrance that we need to go and find Melenis's lair. I do see some production resources, and it looks like there's a goblin city here owned by Warlack. So I think that's what we'll set our sights on to try to acquire a city early. We probably at some point want to check out this cartographer's tent, but for now we're going to prioritize attacking the city, I think. There we go. First, what we want to research here, I think we'll start with Summon Wisp, because we really want to have the ability to add more units, and especially potentially have, you know, the additional things after this that we can get, like produce Apprentice and whatnot. So, but yeah, just being able to summon scouts or even just additional units for fighting is going to be, I think, pretty important. Nothing for us to do at this point in terms of spell casting, so we will just hold off for now. Laryssa Mirabilis, well met. We're preparing everything here in Hengevolt for your work. It's exciting stuff for us dreadnoughts. Just bring whatever you find in Melenis's lair to Hengevolt, and we'll keep it safe from the elves. Okay, so yeah, there's our goal, is to get over there. And we have a tomb here that we eventually are going to want to raid and see if we can get any items out of it. But for now, again, the goal is just going to be to attack this city, get control of it, and get a base of operations started. All right. So, again, we want to prioritize getting experience with our heroes, but we also still want to level up other units, especially this cavalry. If we can get them to evolve, that would be wonderful. The thing we're most... I was just going to say, they don't have any archers. Oh, they do. They have one longbowman, so we have to watch out for that, because we know how much damage they can do. Let's see, does Edward have any spells? He does have a flashbang and force field, so we could do that real quick. I mean, we don't have a lot of mana at this point, but we could throw a flashbang just to even reduce the damage output of the bowman, potentially. See, what are our odds? 60%. Well, shoot. Didn't work, but at least we've hopefully enticed them enough that they're going to come out to play. Yeah, there they are. Ouch. knew that was coming. Okay. So we want to get close enough to really put the hurt on them. We don't want Edward in unnecessary risk here. Cavalry can't quite make it in. What if we go kind of like this? Yeah, we can... Even if we can just do enough damage to kill them off without having to really commit aggressively to... There we go, a little more. Nice. And then we can go over here, hopefully, and do maybe a... Yes, there's the kill. Perfect. No, Edward's safe. They can't really get to him. And the Initiate is not able to do enough damage to really be of much threat to us, so I think we're going to be fine over here. Okay, a little bit of damage, but nothing crazy. So now, why don't we just soften them up? Here we can charge in behind. Get a big flank attack there, and then Laryssa can finish them off. Now, we just want to whittle this group down to the best of our ability here. I think we'll go like this. There it is. And then our archer here can soften them up a little bit more. Very nice. Now, Edward can hit them for some good damage. Just want to make sure we don't lose anybody. That's the big thing here. I think Edward, we can go out here and just do a self-heal. He may come around and try to flank us. That's fine. Oh, no. He's going after my apprentice. Well, we don't want to lose the apprentice. That's for sure. So, let's see. Can we do a gunshot here in behind or just charge around? That'll probably be a good way to get the kill. Nice. Perfect. Okay, that went pretty well. Boy, it's nice having that Guardian Flame for the healing off the get-go here. That makes things easier. Alright, we're going to want the gold for sure. That's going to help us get going. Okay, so we're going to absorb this to get started. That way at least we'll have a city. It's going to take us a few turns, but... so why don't we just take our time here? Let's go grab that gold. And then we can kind of just work to slowly consolidate our position. Again, nothing for us to do spellcasting-wise. So yeah, I think it's going to take us a little bit of time before we're really able to do much. There are some haste berries here. I doubt we're going to be strong enough to do the tomb at this phase, but grab the... Oh, I see. We can't... Oh, that's right. That was kind of silly of me. We can't pick it up because we don't actually own the city yet. It's not absorbed, so... whoops, that was kind of a waste of a turn. Transform to water node. Do we have a mana node? We do not. Mana income is going to be a bit of a problem. We're going to probably have to build a shrine once we're able to. As I said, I'm not even going to bother with the tomb right now because it's just not worth the risk. Like I said, I just don't think we are strong enough. We are going to want to grab this, though. So let's grab the refugees and the mana crystals. Nice, that's going to help a lot. And then I think we'll just follow the road, see where it goes. Maybe I should have cleared this out better to make sure. Alternatively, I guess we could have gone down here and tried to clear these out, but... Right, nice, now we can start summoning wisps, which is excellent. This would be nice because we can give mounts to all of our heroes, make sure they at least have something. Magical structures generate that would be good. Treasure sites and mana nodes generate additional mana income. I think we'll maybe do... Just looking here. Produce apprentice would be pretty good. Yeah. Glyphs of warding, we don't really need that. At least not at this point. Sorcery just for the casting points is never a bad thing. Maybe we start with that just for now. And then we can do Summon Wisp to get that going. We're going to have to be cognizant of the upkeep, though, because we're going to definitely run out of mana quickly without a good, stable source of it. Okay, so maybe what I'll do is I'll summon the Wisp in the city. And we'll go south to that cartographer's tent. Okay, there we go. There's a city we can go for. That's good. And then we can keep scouting. Oh, shoot. Okay, we're going to need to come back and deal with the brigand hideout. That's for sure. Oh, when we met Hannah. Looks like we're not at war. Yeah, we're in. It's currently neutral. Goblin Archdruid. Well, maybe that's somebody we can just kind of leave alone for now. I guess we'll have to kind of wait and see. It looks like we haven't made contact with this city yet, so why don't we do that? We'll win this fight if we can, hopefully, first. A Berserker, a Shield Biter, and a Crusher. And we're going to have Curse. So we're definitely going to be in tough here because these are some tier 2 units, but I think we'll be okay. Okay, so ideally, we want to kind of goad them into attacking us here. That's where maybe a flashbang's going to be nice. Let's hit the Berserker, probably. Does more to the Crusher, but I think we'll do the Berserker just to kind of... Again, I want to antagonize them. I want them to come out and play. There they come. Okay. I'm a little worried about the Berserker's charge capability. That's why I'm a little bit more hesitant of them. That said, the Shield Biter can still do some pretty nasty damage, so why don't we soften them up there a little bit. Don't want Laryssa in attack range of the Berserker necessarily, because, like, look how much they can do. Oof, that charge could really mess us up. So I think we'll just play this one pretty cautiously. We're going to keep all our units. Ooh, I didn't realize the Shield Biter can get all the way back there. Okay, good. He doesn't do as much damage. Actually, we don't want the cavalry getting hit. Yeah, because we want them able to kind of, like, charge if needed. So then we'll just move everybody else in kind of like this. So presumably Edward's going to get hit, and then we just have to pull him back slightly. Yeah, that's fine. Ooh, and I put my archers in a bad spot. Because now they can't attack, they're pinned. We could probably step back. Turn this Shield Biter a little bit. Nice, okay. And then we should be able to just get the kill here. Ooh, actually, not really a guarantee. Yeah, this is a little sketchy. Just trying to see what would make the most sense here. I think probably getting the kill with Edward would be good, and then we just have to make sure we're able to do enough damage, yeah, to this Berserker. Let's do that. We'll use Edward, we'll get the kill there, perfect. And now we just want to basically... Ooh, shoot, and we fumbled. That's not good. Okay. Blast here. Yeah, we're not going to do enough to get the kill, sadly. But at least we're doing good damage. Oh, you know what? We might be able to get the kill here. Okay, we'll charge in. There. Okay, perfect. Now we're fine. Yeah. We're just going to take a hit here, but we can survive. Yep, no problem. And then Edward can drop a big heal where it's needed. Honestly, maybe just on himself. Yeah. Okay, and then we can get a big flank as needed, but let's soften them up a little bit with just some arrows. Perfect. Laryssa could actually finish them off. How close is our cavalry to a level up? Pretty close. Wouldn't mind just maybe getting the kill with Laryssa, though. Yeah, get her closer to that level up. Yeah, we know how important it is to get those heroes leveled up, so. All right. Why don't we make contact and just see what happens? Negotiate. Ooh, they want a lot of gold. Yeah, I don't know. We could just push in aggressively, go for kind of some evil points and just capture it, you know, that way. It's not the worst idea in the world. Let's see, we're gonna... Ooh, nice, we have a level up for Edward. He's got rapid reload. Pest control squad. That's good against animals, fae, monsters. That's pretty good upgrade. Admittedly, I think I'll do that one. The anticipation is that he's going to be leading his own squad eventually. Okay, and then our cavalry can rejoin. Now the question again, do we want to get aggressive here? I think we do, actually. Yeah, because I don't want to pay all that gold, to be perfectly honest. It's too bad they didn't give me a quest or something. Although, you know what? If we leave them alone, maybe we will get a quest. Okay, you know what? I've kind of decided. We're just going to leave them be. Let's come on back this way, and then we will go and raid, get rid of this group here that's threatening our city, the brigand camp. Do another wisp. Even though we're going to run a deficit, it's still going to be nice to have. And we'll hopefully be able to build a shrine in this city once we get going. We're going to end the turn there. Ah, there it is. That's what I was hoping for. I'm glad I didn't attack them. Ooh, and we can get Outlaw's Pants. That will be fantastic. Yeah, I will happily accept that quest. So, never mind then. I guess we're going to turn around. Although, I do still need to do this, so maybe I should just get it done and then go back. What's the timeline on this quest? 10 turns. Okay, that's fine. I think we can probably deal with the brigand camp. It's not maybe the most turn efficient, but we do this and then we loop back around. And you know what? To help me make that decision, I can use the wisp here to scout a little bit. Oh, is that unoccupied? Oh, it is. Oh, it belongs to Tana, though, so I don't want to attack necessarily and make Tana mad. Does this belong to Tana? Oh, it does. Shoot, because I was going to say I could loop around this way to get back. Well, that's kind of annoying. We have to think about it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we're already here. We could just go and do it. But I am concerned about this then capturing our city. So, no, I'm gonna play it safe, even if it's a little bit more... takes me a bit longer. Okay. I'm gonna get another wisp out of this, too. Perfect. One more turn and then we can attack. Oh, and look at that. See? Yep, I was right to get worried about it. You know what? We'll summon here. We'll do some scouting over on this side of things. Okay, so that group's just guarding the Vault of Knowledge. In terms of what to research next, oh man, this is such a good upgrade. Support units gain Inflict Stun, which is just massive. This is one of my favorite upgrades as a sorcerer. Magical Structures would be really good, but it's pretty expensive for us right now. Maybe we get basic Seafaring. That might help us get around this problem. It's going to take a long time. We really need to improve our knowledge gain here. And that's where, you know, now that we have the city, at least we can make something happen. Yeah, let's do basic Seafaring just to get that out of the way. Okay, we've got the city. One of our issues currently is mana. Oh, nice. We can already make Butchers and Blight Doctors. That's huge. This is a good first city to have. So, do we have a Builder's Hall? We already do. That's great. I do think, though, we go Shrine just because we know we're going to need the mana. So I anticipate just continuing to summon units, right? So, skirt on down here. Just kind of keep exploring around the area here. We'll just summon another one. Why not? We're going to have that shrine to improve our mana situation momentarily here. Oh, interesting. This must be a quest for... maybe for... Tana. So we got to just make sure we get over there and do it before Tana does. Okay, so now we're here. We can... oh, you know what? I didn't see where that roaming group went. I wasn't really watching it. That's too bad. One thing we can do, though, we can pop here, grab this. Yes, arena or a wooden wall. Ugh. I think we'll go wooden wall, because then we can get a stone wall to improve the diameter of the city, or the owned area, as it were. Okay, so let's attack these bandits. I was hoping they would come out to play, but they are not going to do that. Nomad Levy. We can step up a tiny bit closer. Blast them for some damage. And no real need to get too crazy with it. Just seeing what does the most damage here. It's going to be the fireballs. Yep. Okay. And then we'll just stay back. Laryssa can kind of hang back as well. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if they charge out and try to hit us here. Let's see. Nope. Alright, they're happy to just sit back. That's fine by me. We'll just keep blasting them until they go down. Easy peasy. And now we can slowly step up and start hitting the rider. And we'll park our cavalry in front just to act as a guard. Edward's in good shape. We'll hold off on using his heal until someone actually takes damage. Okay, there we go. Ooh, sprint. That's ugly. Oh, man. Oh, he killed my archer. Wow. Yeah, that sprint was a little bit unexpected. I didn't look that close at what capability he had. Well, that's my mistake, I guess. Let's get the kill here. Easy. And then we can kill this spearman with our heroes combined here. So, yeah, still no one really took a ton of damage other than our cavalry, who will heal. And Laryssa can get the finish here. Great. Yeah, it's too bad we lost one of our archers, but that's okay. It is what it is. Nice. We got a dwarf rager at least, and a melee weapon. Nothing special, but I mean, I'll take it. Give it to Edward. And hey, at least we offset the loss of that unit with a newly acquired unit. So again, we want to get back and do this quest, but we also might want to do a bit of clearing here since we're in the neighborhood. It's kind of a tough spot to be in. We want to send this wisp underground and see what's under there as well. We'll just keep exploring here. Ooh, there's some mana crystals down there. I'm going to grab those, I think. Okay. So yeah, now the question, what do we do here? Do we want to maybe clear this stuff out, or should we just turn around and go back for the quest? I wonder if we could negotiate with Anna. Let's see. Could we do peace, maybe? I would love to be able to walk through Tana's territory without angering, but at the same time, maybe we just... I mean, we could, I guess, declare war on her. I don't know. Don't really want to do that unnecessarily, but... Or we could just walk through her territory and she'll get a little mad, but she'll get over it, sort of thing. Yeah, that's probably what we'll do. Okay, I think I've made my decision. We'll loop around this way. We'll ignore this stuff for now, because we want to get back there quick, so... Let's group up, and we'll start heading this way. Would love to clear this, but I think it's just going to be better. Oh, and look, there's the roaming units. Okay, well, that's good. At least we know where they are. Ooh, there's another cave entrance. Ooh, and is that a Heart of the Blight? I think it is. Yes, it is. What is this? This looks like a... Is that a human city? Yeah, like I said, I want to go underground and scout that out, so... We don't... I'm going to save my mana for another turn here. I don't want to get too crazy. Oh, interesting. There's some of Tana's... There's Tana herself. Okay. Oh, shoot. That unit kind of wandered off. I wanted to kill them, but I don't want to have to deviate from my plan. Well, hey, if I wanted to declare war, here's a good opportunity to just try and kill Tana right away. Not that I necessarily want to do that, but... Okay, there we go. Now we got lots of mana to work with, so we'll summon a Wisp. And... head on down. We'll probably go into this cave entrance and see what we can find. Oh, nice. Yeah, and I think this is human. It is. Perfect. Open borders and a peace treaty? Absolutely. I'm happy to accept that. Yeah, I would love to have a vassal down here, especially one that gives me the Heart of the Blight. Here, we'll just check out... Okay, roaming units here. Nice. Okay, we've got that shrine, which is why our mana income is now positive, so that's good. Okay, let's check out this cave. Ooh, gold. And mana. That's a good find. Yeah, so that's just a hint. We can dismiss that one. Okay, back to the city now. What do we want to do? Boy, a laboratory would be wonderful, but that's going to take a bit to get. City's going to grow in one turn, which will help probably with production. So maybe we just do like a storehouse to just maximize growth. I don't hate that idea. Part of me wants to go clear out those roaming units, but then I'm also like, you know what? I just want to get this quest going. Let's just deal with the roaming units because they're a threat to our city, obviously. So we can do this battle on the side here too. So. Okay. So let's see, can we do some damage here? We can. Minimum of 4, maximum of 7. That's pretty good. Very good. And then the archer can step up and do a little bit. And then our cavalry could just step up and get the kill outright, which wouldn't be bad. Good damage there. Okay, nice level up too from our easy peasy, and then we can park our Rager right here just to kind of limit their ability to come in and attack us. Perfect. No worries there, we can handle that. So let's go up here, drop a big heal, step up and kill the Forager. And we can cruise around this way and get a big flank shot. Excellent. And then Laryssa should be able to just get the kill with her shock bolts. Very nice. Okay, and that did give us a little bit of extra gold as well, which is never a bad thing. And you know what? This one isn't owned, so we can probably grab it on our way by, which is very good. Edward can step over, grab it. Oh, I see. That's going to initiate the fight. Well, that's fine by me. Oh, I should have done Laryssa's level up. Oh, well. We'll do it next turn. Ouch. Okay, so they're coming at me that way. So we've got a Marauder, Scoundrel, and a Marauder. That's nothing too crazy. We should be able to handle this. Minimum of 5. That's not what we want. Okay, well, we'll just do this then. Soften them up. And can step closer and probably get the kill here. Very nice. Nice, really good damage there. Okay, and we'll park in front just to provide some protection with the Rager. Oh, excellent work. And then you know what? We can just charge in with our cavalry and get the kill here. Easy. Now, we're going to take some damage for sure, but Yeah, we can survive that, and then we can just move over here, do a heal on our cavalry, and Laryssa can probably get the kill here with some assistance. Yep. And then Laryssa can get the finish. Nice. So yeah, we'll do Laryssa's level up here before we forget. Nice. Oh, and look at this. It's the Throne City. Okay. Yeah, we're not strong. I was going to say, like, we could just attack and get this independent sort of leader out of the game, but I don't think we're strong enough as we are. So, as much as I might want to, I think we're going to have to wait. So let's do our level up now, though, before we forget. Men Magical Being is a good upgrade, especially when we're going to have more summoned units, but for now, don't know if we need it right this second. Again, Dragon Slayer party only useful against dragons and draconians who we don't seem to really be fighting. That being said, maybe we do Men Magical Being and then just save it. Save the rest of the points. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll do Men Magical Being, and then we'll save the rest. Okay, so now, yeah, the goal is going to be to go back and do this quest here. It's possible that Hannah is heading up to do that quest of those Shadow Demon larvae that are over there. I guess we'll wait and see here. We're going to end it. Oh, good. She's going back that way. Probably reinforcing the Throne City because here I am on their doorstep. Some gold here, which would be good to try to acquire. Speaking of gold, let's go back underground. Ooh, undead. Okay, we have to be very cautious there. So you know what? Why don't we... I'm going to say maybe we just retreat because we don't want the undead to kill us. So we'll get out of there. We got the gold at least. You know what? We can go grab this gold too. All right, so now Laryssa's going to have to kind of piss off the Hannah by going through this territory here. I suppose I could also just embark, but that takes longer, so I think we'll just go here. We will trespass for the little bit of aggravation it causes. Oh well. Ooh. Catalyst for extra casting points. That would be nice to get. Go into the cave, though. See what we can find. Jump back up above ground. Another one that we can summon here, which is excellent. Probably good to maybe explore kind of this way and see what's over here by these magma pools. Just kind of panning around. Yeah, I think that's where we'll go. We'll grab the haste berries, and then we'll just keep going this way. Okay, research choice now. Seafaring is out of the way. Arcane Study, that would really help our knowledge income, which I quite like that, so definitely interested in doing that. So now we definitely want to get a laboratory at some point here. Okay, this little guy can keep exploring. Cool. Okay, so there's the spawning structure that presumably spawned this little group. Grab the haste berries, kind of go up here. Ooh, there's some bones and whatnot there. Ooh, spiders. Okay, we've got to watch out for that. And then this is a unit of Tana's. Goblin Knight of Ruin. Right, and then, yeah, next turn we'll grab those haste berries. Ooh, and there's some gold up there, so we'll grab the casting points and the gold next turn, I think. You know what? Maybe instead of the Arcane Study, we just do Apprentice, and then we can get closer to Phantasm Warrior. Yeah, I changed my mind. Let's do that. Okay. And this little guy's going to just stay put. And we are currently running a mana deficit, so I will hold off on summoning more wisps at this point. Ooh, our wisps underground are getting killed. That's annoying. I'll let it happen. Oh, and now the undead are above ground doing that too, so 2 sets of wisps are going down. That's a shame. I wasn't sure if these undead would come up above ground or not. They are going to threaten my city, which is not ideal. Alright, so let's move through here, and now we're going to go take care of this quest. Leave my domain. Well, we did. No need to get all upset about it. Okay, there's a wisp. And in the throne here, like I said, I do want to get laboratories going. I think I might just do Swarm Darter just to have something to kind of guard the city. Maybe a Blight Doctor. Let's do a Swarm Darter. I do want at least something to guard the city. Meanwhile, here we can grab this, this, and this, which is huge. Nice, there we can go. Okay, new wisp already. We lost the one up here, so we still want to get that gold over there. Let's see, can we just go into the water? We can. Okay, and that's going to be safer. We'll summon one more, knowing that it's going to push our mana into the negative upkeep situation, but that's just what it's going to be, what it's going to be. Before we do that, though, ooh, cave entrance up here. Let's check that out. Ooh, this is a frost elemental. That's a little scary. Come back up. We don't want to really mess with him if we can avoid it. Ooh, more gold. So yeah, lots. The exploration is really paying off. We're getting a lot of resources just from doing that. Guess we could go here and explore that way. Let's do that. Ooh, nice. We can grab this watchtower, which is currently independent. Oh, there's an item there. Guarded by some roaming units. Huh. I wonder if a hero died or something. Must be. Okay, so we're going to end it there. Ooh, there goes another wisp. We'll do auto combat and let that wisp die. You know, I suppose I could have tried to save my scouts by having them run away. Maybe I should have been doing that. I didn't really think about it. Oh, well. Now, this one I don't think we can... you know what? Let's try it. We'll see if we can do that strategy to keep the scout alive. So what we have to do, if I remember correctly, we want to go just outside of maximum of movement range, and then hopefully they won't move all the way up to my unit. Yeah, that's exactly what we want. And then we just move back one. We just keep repeating that until... Yeah, okay, we should be fine. So I guess I could have been saving some of my wisps. You know, this is kind of lore friendly because you think like wisps should be able to sort of like evade, right? Alright, we're out of range. Okay, we should be good now. Perfect. That at least kept one of our scouts alive. Speaking of, let's use this scout to grab the gold. Very good. Ooh, and there's a sunken treasure over there. We're definitely going to want to grab that. Okay, Laryssa can now do this quest. We will engage this fight. Actually, hang on. Before we do that, let's grab this watchtower real fast just for the vision increase. I do see another watchtower down there, but I think it was guarded if I remember correctly. But yeah, so let's engage this battle. A couple of orcs here. This will be tough. They do have static electricity, meaning they have static shield, so just have to be cognizant of that. Yeah, I think for research, our main focus is just going to be on unit acquisition because we are kind of limited in our production capability currently, so I think summoning units is going to be a primary method of strengthening our forces here. Let's blast. That spearman some business. Yep. Nice. And we should be able to get the kill right here. Yep, easy peasy. Archer can step up. Yeah, We're just going to let them come closer. These drudges can throw boulders, which is not the most fun. Does quite a bit of damage, actually. At least it can. We're going to step up here and just blast. That should be enough to get the kill. Thankfully, these orcs do have weakness to magic attacks because they have lower resistance, so it does make it a little bit easier to kill them. There we go. All right, and now Edward can maybe assist. Let's step up here. Injure these ones just a little bit. And then our Rager, does our Rager have Guard Breaker? Oh, he does. You know what? If in that case, then let's just attack. Oh, I forgot about the static shield. Shoot. We might lose the Rager now. Speaking of, I don't know if we should charge in an attack. Let's do it. Okay, good. We resisted at least. Yeah, we're probably going to lose the Rager now. That's too bad. Yep. Oh, and our cavalry got stunned, but they did get the kill. Okay. The apprentice is already silver medal, which is wonderful. At elite rank, they get floating, which means their mobility goes up quite a bit, which is excellent. We'll heal the cavalry. What level is the cavalry at? Bronze medal. They're getting there. And Laryssa, it would be good to just get the finish with her, I think. Excellent. And that takes care of the quest. And you know what? I think this is a great place to save the episode here. So we'll just equip those pants for Edward. And then we will zoom out and save it. I think this was a great start on the second scenario of the campaign. And so far, I think things are going pretty well. As always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one.